Hello, everybody, to the latest F1 race in Nitro Racing League, and this week we were at Austria, and I was feeling pretty good going to this one. Austria is one of my favorite tracks, and I always seem to run pretty well here, so um, I felt pretty good coming in. So we'll see. But I really love this track. It's really fun to drive, and just because it's so fast and you always have to push to the absolute limit. But you can see this was a dry race, and that didn't really change anything for me. Kind of was hoping for a dry race. I didn't want this to be a wet race for sure. But this is my qualifying lap. This is my second lap. Actually, my first lap was on mediums, and I was pole for a while till the end, till Kermit came out on soft. So I was like, I wanted the pole. So you can see after turn three right here, it's like I'm really moot hauling. I needed like just over 2/10 to beat Kermit here, but you can see in basically by turn four, I'm already in the zone I need to beat him. You can see now it's over 3/10 ahead, and I'm like, oh my god, this lap's insane, and I'm pushing so hard. Like this is on the absolute limit of um, what you can do, and I'm pushing so hard. I get through the grass and barely save the car, and I lose a little bit of time, but I'm still, I think, on track to beat Kermit. But just trying to use all the track limits I can, and then we're gonna get a monstrous lap, even with that huge mistake to lose almost probably 2/10 of a second. Still get pull. I mean, I could have probably ran a 14 flat or even gotten a 13 if I didn't get in the grass, which is unfortunate because I just wanted to have a monstrous lap. But we'll start on pole. Kermit second. Chet two mats in a row in third and fourth. Cameron in fifth. Sixth is Puck. Seventh is Snake. And then ran out of time to say the rest of the names. But our teammate actually had to start last because we had some weird grid penalty thing. But we got a good enough launch here, get ahead of Kermit. But Chaffee behind me gets a huge launch, but I got to cover that off by moving to the right a little bit. But he doesn't make a real move into turn one, and we are able to maintain the lead off turn one, and then we're moving up to turn two and three right here, and just watching the gap, making sure he doesn't blow a lot of ERS going into turn one. So um, go through turn three. I overshoot a little bit just because of the heavy card, and there's a chaos in the back. There was a crash, but no one DNF out. Just debris everywhere, and that actually brings out the virtual safety car, and that was a wild start. But the critical thing is Mahu actually got side pod damage, even though he's in fifth right now. He got side pod damage, and he was complaining all race about it, of how bad it was to drive. He actually came in and fixed his wing, as that virtual safety car basically took a whole lap. So, and we're back to racing. But I was feeling okay at this point. I mean, at this point, I knew you're not gonna break a DRS train. That's the hardest thing to do. Is when the DRS train forms, you're never gonna break it. That's just usually how it works. And you can see on lap three, coming up the turn in two and three, Chaffee's got DRS, and he's gonna try to make a lunge on the inside. But I know if you want to defend in turn three right there, you want to be on the outside because you just cannot put the power down when you're pinned on the inside. And you can see the run I get down the straightaway, and he's just, even with DRS, he can't even get near me. But here we are on lap five, and Bacon is moving into second. Chaffee's down to fourth, but Bacon is on my bumper already, and I use a little bit of ERS to see if I can maintain side by side with them, and we go into turn three side by side. But I turned in too early for this natural habit of a car not being there, but and then he's able to get by me do that mistake. Um, but yeah, so lap seven here, and a couple laps later, Kermit's also ran me down, and I was just sleeping because I want to be on the left side to defend, and I just did not realize he had the run to get past me, and I looked right there, and I was like, oh, that's too late, and yeah, I got caught sleeping because um, yeah, that was just bad, and you can see right there, that's why you want to be on the outside because you just cannot get the car turned and put the power down, and they get huge runs like that. So yeah, I mean, and then at this point, at lap 11, I was losing so much grip. I was driving so hard to try to catch back up to him because I lost the DRS train basically. I was over pushing the car so hard right here just to try to catch back up. But I was pushing maybe a little bit too hard, and just pushing with all my might, man. It was, you always got to push, but going through this turn here, and then on the exit slide a little bit, slided more, and I lost it, and then we crashed into the wall in DNF, and shockingly, this actually didn't bring out a safety car. It was only a VSC, but yeah, basically wrecked myself. I was pretty mad and annoyed just because last 2 weeks were basically last 3 weeks have just been bad. Last 2 weeks have been really bad luck, and then this was just on me. And we're just gonna jump up to the last lap here, and then we had a safety car late in this race, but Mahu's miraculously with all his side pod damage worked his way into second, and he's got the DRS using all of his ERS as well, and he gains a ton into turn 3, and they go down to the last DRS stretch, and Cameron, this camera angle is actually horrible, but Cameron can't defend in the with Mahu's DRS, but he dives in hard. Mahu on the outside is able to get the run on the exit and clear him, and he is able to take the lead from Cameron, who's led basically most of this race. And Mahu is going to looks like he's going to go out and win the race, stealing this one honestly. The safety car helping Red Bull out again, just like Abu Dhabi. Michael Massey taking notes here, but Mahu's going to come and steal the win this week, and with Cameron third and Gale in third. So yeah, rough race for me. Pretty much throwing that this race kind of I feel like threw away any championship hopes that I had. Unless some crazy stuff happens, but there are the final results. With you can look at them and pause it if you need to, but rough race. It happens. We're gonna be off for the next 2 weeks for the holidays, for Christmas and New Year's, and we'll return. The next race on my Twitch channel that you can watch these Nitro races live is January 8th, I believe. So, couple off weeks, but we'll be back, and I'm going to show you the point standings here, and you can see Mahu is taking the point lead, and Bacon stays in second. Gale's fallen to fourth. Me and Chaffee have swapped, and then some minor stuff in the midfield. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. And I'll catch you guys in a couple weeks for Nitro F1. For next week, next race is Baku. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.